Oh, yeah. Strap your seatbelt on, everybody. Welcome to the lounge. We do, Glenn, on this show, we do like mini grunting. It's not the loud, like from, my podcast, it's like, here. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Podcasters Lounge. Hey, look, Glenn the Geek is with me. Everybody say hi to Glenn the Geek. We're still cranking the music. See, but it fades out nice, Glenn. Anyway, welcome to the lounge. We do this. We do this every week, and usually it's just me. But Glenn's going to be here for a little while hanging out with me. This is the lounge. This is a couple hours every Wednesday night. We just hang out, talk about whatever. So I'm going to show my screen in a second, and then you'll be able to see the comments. So definitely say hi in the comments. Let us know that you're here. Oh, it's showing my little Skype window. I got so many windows open on this computer, Glenn. So Glenn, if you don't know, Glenn runs the Horse Radio Network. So watch this. Wait. Yeah. Look at this. Hey, it's Heather from New Zealand. What's up? So, wait, what am I showing? I'm showing Horse Radio Network. Oh, yeah. I have too many things on my screen. Oh, and I got to start the music. So, Glenn, tell everybody where you live.
Ocala, Florida. Down here where it's toasty warm.
Ocala?
Yeah, Ocala is known as the horse capital of the world, as is Lexington, Kentucky. They both claim it. And we've lived in both places. So,
really?
Yeah, so we now live in Ocala because Lexington was too cold.
Oh, too cold. Yeah, well, they're right. They have a proper winter there, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Actually, everybody thinks that Kentucky is the South. It's actually the middle. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I was going to say.
Right below Ohio.
Right? That's kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some tunes going. So, Glenn, this is how it works with the tunes I play in the background.
Yeah.
I have this little app called Pretzel.
Dance, do I? Or sing or anything.
And I play. Well, yeah, I've just started it now. Anyway, I play some music in the background, and like this app plays, like half the music it plays is terrible, and it just annoys me, so I have to skip forward. It's really silly. But anyway, if you're into horses, check out Glenn's shows. That's right, this is an entire network, and wow, bunch of shows.
17 shows now.
17 shows, all kinds of hosts. Look at this.
We just passed 7,500 episodes.
75. Jason Bryant, dude.
Hey, Jason, how are you?
Hold on.
Talk about a network. There you go.
I know.
He's probably about as many as me, episode-wise.
Yeah, Matt Talk Online. This is for Jason Bryant in the house.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
I haven't talked to Jason in a while.
Jason, are you going to Podcast Movement? Brad Hargis is here. No way. Brad's 10 minutes from Kentucky. Wait, what
really?
state?
Where's he at?
What state are you in again, Brad? Isn't it Illinois? Where's the home of the cinema guys? That's the question for Brad Hargis. Who else is here? Yes, Heather's here. We got the Sunshine Summit. Oh, man, we're going to talk about all this stuff. I can't wait. Oh, Cincinnati.
Oh, now I can see the comments. All right, good.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you, Glenn. You're watching
I
it
got
now?
them open. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if there's a better way that you can see the comments instead of just watching the stream. Like, viewing the stream but muting it, obviously.
Yeah.
There must be a better way. And there must be a better song. See, here we go. Oh. Well, it's been quite a week. Glenn, what'd you do this past weekend, by the way?
This past weekend, I worked. We're getting ready to go away for 2 weeks, and when you have 17 shows, you have to get them all done ahead. So So we're tripling up on efforts over the next couple of weeks trying to get all the shows done ahead. I think we figured out we had to get 42 shows done for. So.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
So why am I here with you? That's the question. I should be working.
Yeah. Well, no, you're chilling now. This is the lounge. So what is everybody drinking? All right. Wait. Let me change the screen. I mean the view. Yeah, here we go. Now we're big again. This is what I'm drinking. Watermelon Perrier.
Aren't you refined?
And I got just some regular water.
Yeah, I'm regular water. Nothing fancy.
Regular water. See, Glenn, I mean, if it was 30 years ago, maybe we'd be, boozing
Yeah,
it
we
up.
would. Yeah. Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. But someone out there must be boozing it up. Brad Hargis, no? Wait, let me turn back to... All right. Ice cold tap water. Really? Okay. Oh, Heather's drinking electrolytes.
We have a bunch of teetotalers here on your Podcasters Lounge.
Yeah, I know. We're a bunch of boring old hacks. And for Heather in New Zealand, it's winter, actually. So.
Yeah.
And Alan Tepper's here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, Barry? Wow. He's drinking a cup of ginger tea and a glass bottle of aqua pana. See, sometimes, this is because Alan speaks Spanish or more accurately Castilian? Castilian, is that what it's called? I don't know. I think. And so sometimes when he writes stuff, I want to pronounce it like it's in a Spanish accent. Which doesn't make any sense, but, Here, look at this. Did I type it right? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's... You know what? Oh, Simina. Yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Glenn.
Yeah, that's a little off.
Come on. Please. Yes. Okay. God. That's right. We are the cinema guys. Start to finish. Yeah, Castilian. Start to finish podcasting. See, I sort of remember the people who show up, Glenn, but sometimes I don't remember their name. So, what's up? Oh yeah, Andre Lewis. Yes, thank you, Andre, for mentioning. Yeah. Hey, Glenn, how many shows have you been a guest on recently?
Actually, I've had to cut back on the number of interviews I'm doing because I'm too busy.
Oh, really?
I also own part of with Jemmy Lagagne, I own part of the Florida Podcast Network. So we just added a bunch of shows over there, too. And I do the travel show, Finding Florida. So we actually travel several days a month doing that. This next one, we're getting her on a trapeze at a trapeze school. So we'll see how that goes.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You notice I said we're getting her, not me.
Yeah, what's up with that?
No. So we do a lot of shows over there and a lot of content over there as well.
Yeah, Finding Florida. You guys are just... I love what you guys are doing. You pretty much go to places and hang out there for like, what, 2 or 3 days?
We hang out for sometimes 3 or 4 days, and then usually the travel bureaus at that location set up all our activities. And we'll do up to 10 different things in that location, and then we record the whole time we're doing them. And so we talk about a complicated edit. We take about 25 hours of sound and condense it down into an hour.
Oh, my God.
It takes us 10 to 12 hours to edit that show.
Wow. And so do you have a good, like when you record all that audio, do you sort of like in your mind make mental notes like of what might be good?
Yeah, I wish we actually wrote it down, though. That would be better. But we usually don't know. I do have a mental idea of what I edit that one.
Oh.
So I do have a mental idea. Okay, that was a good clip. That was a good bit. I need to find that. But we do interviews everywhere we go and have a lot of fun doing it. It's a fun show.
Yeah.
The last one you see there on the screen, an RV company actually gave us an RV for 5 days. Brand new. It had like 3,000 miles on it, and we took it out and did the RV thing the whole time. It was fun.
Wow.
It was fun.
For 5 days.
It was fun. Yeah, it was in southern Florida. It was a good time. Nice RV. I wanted to keep it, but it was $120,000. So.
All right, Heather. When we all come to New Zealand, wait, do they even have RVs in New Zealand?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Right? Because that's maybe there's not enough land to drive around there.
New Zealand's on my bucket list, though. New Zealand and Australia. Got to get there. Oh, she says they do. Yay. Good.
Oh, you do?
Well, we want one when we come. With a complete podcasting studio in it.
Yeah. And here we go. So here's New Zealand. So how big is this? All right, 100 miles is this length.
Yeah, we're going to have trouble getting it across the little part in the middle there where there's water.
Yeah, Heather, how do we get across here? Do we put the RV on like pontoons or something? Or no, I know what we do. Here's what you do, Glenn. You start in Wellington, and you back up to like Upper Hutt right here.
Oh, they have a ferry. We'll just drive the sucker on a ferry. Look at that.
And then you speed up a lot, and then you just hope you have enough momentum.
Let me tell you that when I was driving, you wouldn't have been able to speed up enough.
Really?
No.
Even though it was new?
0 to 60 in about 10, 12 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah. They're heavy.
For an RV, that's pretty good, though, ain't it?
You know, it did pretty well. It had a 10-cylinder in it. 8 gas like crazy. I mean,
wow.
Fill it up cost you like $250. That's crazy.
So we're taking the ferry. That looks like it mapped out.
That's probably what that dotted line is right there.
Yeah.
All right, We're coming, Heather.
Yeah, we gotta make it here. Look at this. And then look at this. Look what it's close to. Heather, have you ever gone to Antarctica? I mean, it's a fair question.
It's right there.
It's right. Well, let's see. 500. Oh no, it's like 2,000 miles. All right, maybe not. Maybe not.
A lot of horses in New Zealand, though. Big horse culture there.
Oh.
Yep. In Australia, obviously.
Okay.
So I went to Colorado here not too long ago for a conference, and Denver a couple of weeks ago. And we did a lot of hiking, and I saw you've just done some hiking. We probably were on 2 separate mountains, side by side.
Right? Yeah, you were up near Denver.
Yep.
And
we got to go to the Red Rock Amphitheater, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, and who'd you see there again?
We saw, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
CCR, baby.
Yep.
Cool.
So it was fun.
And so we climbed, let's do this. Mount Bierstadt. That's right. Climbed a 14er. I'm going to show you picture. Oh, there it is. Wait a minute. That's the trail. Look, we parked here, and you hike this trail, and then you really start going up like right here, and then it's up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and then here's the peak, and I got some pictures.
Dude, you had incredible pictures.
Yeah, these pictures are all, and videos. I made videos. If you haven't seen this post here, it's. I realize I should have probably put Mount Bierstadt in the post because all it says is utter physical devastation.
Now, did the kids go along on this one too?
I saw some kids on there, not too young, maybe like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, because this is a hike.
Yeah, that's a hike. It's 2,850 feet elevation gain. So I mean, you see stuff like this. Anyway, you see these people that look like ants right here. Then the trail goes down, down, then down, then down, and you park like you're parked over here. And this isn't even near the top. Anyway, I'll put the link to this in the show notes. But if you just go find me on Facebook, and then here's us at the top, me and my wife. Yeah, and like 2 minutes, well, probably 5 minutes after this picture was taken, or literally 4 minutes after this picture was taken. Everybody else who was on the top, their hair started to stand up, and it's static electricity, and everyone just started leaving the mountain, and then all of a sudden it got real staticky, and all the rocks started like making that electrical noise, like, and we're like, what? And you stood up, and you would get snapped with shocks, like, and you're like, so you had to duck down, and we're like we were right on top of the entire mountain. And dude, it took us like 20 minutes to get down like maybe 50 or 60 feet to where we weren't getting zapped with electricity.
You're really not supposed to be up there in a storm at the top.
I know, but it was nice. And all of a sudden we got there and it started snowing lightly. And then it got staticky and we didn't have time. I mean, but it was scary.
Jeez.
Because I was carrying I had my poles.
Yeah.
My poles. And so I was trying to stay low, but sometimes my poles the tip would raise up. And the tip would raise up. It would start going like electricity around the thing. I'm like, whoa. I mean, it was crazy. And I made a video. Maybe we should watch it. Here you go. Holy cow. We just summited Mount Bierstadt. And the moment we got there, we touched the little seal on the rock. And by the way, that's a marmot beeping. You heard that? Hear that? He's over there. Then it started snowing lightly. And then people's hair started standing up with static electricity. And then all of us started getting buzzed and like bzzz on the head. Like electricity. And then it started getting dark and snowing hard and we're like trying to get down. But when we were coming down, if you stood up straight, your head would get buzzed with electricity. So we had to like duck and try not to be higher than the rocks around us. As you can see, we just came through a bunch of big rocks. Anyway, we escaped death for now. Anyway, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. So, all right. Yeah, Heather, it was weird. But I want to climb a mountain in New Zealand too when we come there.
They have a few.
Yeah. So Glenn, you do horses in the morning.
Yep.
Every morning.
Yep.
This is your show. I'm going to click on it. And it's live every morning for like an hour and a half?
Yeah, hour and a half, 5 days a week.
Yeah. And what's cool is you were on my show too. If you haven't heard Glenn on my show here.
Yeah, it's the we are 10 years on that show. I think we figured out it's probably one of about 6 daily shows that have lasted as long as it has, being consistent. We haven't missed any weeks or anything, and so we're at 2,220 episodes on that show now. So we figured it out. If you listen to that show, all the episodes of that show, because it's an hour and a half every day, if you listen to it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it would take you a year to listen to all the episodes.
Oh my God. Think about that. That's like more than 1% of someone's lifetime.
It's a lot of hours.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of hours. That's our most profitable and our most successful show, for sure. And it just goes to show you that your show doesn't have to be 20 minutes. That show's 90 minutes every day, and it's our most successful show.
Right.
Sponsor-wise, I mean, we've had title sponsors on that show. We have a title sponsor for each day, so we can sell each day a title sponsor and then multiple smaller sponsors.
Right.
But the title sponsors have been on that show the entire run. They started at the beginning, and they've been with us for 10 years. So they just never left.
Wow, and that proves that they're getting value from it.
Right. Yeah, they wouldn't keep spending thousands a month if they weren't getting value for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's a fun show to do.
So wait, when you were in Colorado then, did you visit any horse farms or, ranches?
No, we went to a trade show. That's where we sell most of our sponsorships. There's a big trade show out there. And we went out there for the trade show and then took a couple days just to have fun too. Cool. But yeah, that's a trade show that happens twice a year, and we go out and, I probably talked to 100 vendors, new vendors that were there.
Oh, okay.
And then I've been working the last couple of weeks on trying to close some of them.
You know what I always wondered with horses and like farms and stuff, like because to the east of the Rockies in Colorado, it's like flat. It's like Kansas flat. And then there's the mountains, and like in between the mountains, there's some, semi-flat parts and stuff. But like do horses prefer like flat, complete flat, or do they not mind a little hills, or do they like it even? I don't know.
No, I mean, as long as it's not a mountain, they don't care. All they care is they have grass.
Oh, okay.
That's all they really care. Yeah, because you'll see the wild Mustangs in the hills, in the foothills. I don't think they get up into the mountains, but they'll be in the foothills.
Okay.
Yeah, because you still have to have grass and water.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's wild horses in Colorado?
Yeah, and there's still Mustangs in Nevada, Colorado, all over the west there.
Okay.
Yep. There's entire herds of them.
Have you ever tried to get close to them and see them and stuff?
Yeah, we've seen a couple in our travels around, and then my co-host for the morning show for Horses in the Morning has adopted several of the Mustangs.
Really?
So so she's trained them, and she loves her Mustangs. Yeah.
Wow. Glenn, did you hit the National Western Stock Show out there?
We did not. The last time I was out there in January, I was so busy we never got there, but it is huge. And it happens at the same time as the trade show in January. We need to get Chris over there to watch the Cowboys and do their things.
Yeah, I would watch that. Sometimes I see that on TV and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, they're just crazy.
I mean, there's so many, there's a lot of things people do that you just look at and you're like, wow, that's crazy. Some of it, like sports and stuff, or like lifting or running, like ultra marathon running, those kind of things are crazy, but like you can work up to it, right? Over time, build yourself up. But like the rodeo and stuff, like that's stuff where like literally you could die.
Yep.
Pretty much any day.
Yeah.
No matter how great a shape you're in.
Right. That doesn't matter. Yep.
So you started your show. So why originally did you start podcasting?
I was working for my brother, and we were trying to sell his company, and then we were getting to the point where we had a buyer, and he said, you need to do something because I was going to be out of a job.
Oh.
And he said, we knew we had another year or so. He said, but you need to. I used to own an acting company, so I had a creative outlet that way for 10 years. We did shows, and I wasn't doing anything creative. And he said, there's this Leo Laporte guy over there, doing Twit, This Week in Tech. And I started looking at that, and of course, those were the days before phones. You had to listen on your computer, or you downloaded it to your iPod.
Right.
So I started following Twit and went, well, I could do that, but what do I want to talk about? And I said, well, I know a little about horses, but not much. I'm a horse husband. I'm married into it.
Right.
And then, the biggest question we had when we started Horse Radio Network is, how do I play it? Do I play it that I know anything? And then we determined, nope, I just play it as a horse husband. So and it turned out to be the way to do it, because I asked the questions that people who don't know much would ask.
That's so interesting you mentioned that. I was a co-host of a show. I've been co-host of several shows where I'm just like the sidekick, and I'm not the expert. Like the other person was the expert, and I'm the guy who plays that role of, I don't know. So I can ask the quote unquote dumb questions.
Actually, I think that's important, because how many podcasts have we listened to where they're both experts, and they tend to talk over people's heads because, they're almost at the point where they know so much, they don't know how to dumb it down. And so I think it's important actually to have that contrast. Now, I think that the co-host should know a little, obviously, about the topic, because that guides them in what questions they should ask.
Right.
So, we tend to do that across all of our shows with our hosts, is we tend to have one that's much more knowledgeable than the other one for that reason. Is then you're talking to everybody rather than just up here.
Right. Yeah, there's so much there's so much that goes into podcasting, right? When you really start to go in. Like in the beginning, a lot of people think, oh, I'll just talk about this and I'll put it on my website, or I'll do interviews, and it's all good. But like, if you really start to look deeper into it and try to improve, this little bit, then try to improve that little bit, and just you keep improving everything, there's a lot to it, right?
And I think prep is so important. Especially like the morning show, I do probably 2 to 3 hours of prep for that show. And that's getting all the news stories that we're going to talk about, all the segments, researching the guests because somebody else books the guests for us. So I just see that morning who our guest is going to be. That's the first I'll see who's going to be on the show. So we have to do the research about that. But we want people, and then because it's a live show, you have to start thinking about other things. What happens if your guest doesn't show up? What are you going to talk about?
Right.
So you always have to have a plan B for everything you do on the live show. So we do. We always have a plan B, and we talk about that in the pre-show meeting. We meet about a half an hour before the show, and we talk about, okay, what are we going to do if this guest doesn't show up? What are we going to do if this guest doesn't show up? And they're horse people. Their horses get sick, or we have a veterinarian on and they have an emergency. They don't show up sometimes. So we always have to have that plan B so it's seamless, and it seems like to the listener, nothing happened.
Right.
Yeah. Even though we're panicking, going, what are we going to, are they there yet?
Yeah. It's so cool with your show, too, because, like, people who have horses and they're taking care of their horses or they're getting ready to go out to take care of their horses, they're actually listening to your show while they're doing all that, right? It's so
We
cool.
estimate that about 40% of our listeners are cleaning stalls or shoveling poop when they're listening to the show. And we're probably the only ones that can claim that. So we own that one.
Wow, there you go. That's so cool.
Yeah, we own that one.
So you read Pod News every day?
Yep.
Yeah, so sometimes...
And the Podcast Business Journal. I read that too.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Podcast Business Journal. That's a good one.
Yep.
I think Dave Jackson had an article.
He does articles for there quite a bit. Yep. And that's Ed, who is the publisher of Podcast Business Journal, actually has a show on on our network, the Florida Podcast Network.
Oh, okay.
So he has a show, and he does a show about the town he lives in Southern Florida. So Beach Talk Radio, it's called. And he does that live on Facebook Live and then records it, and he does it right on the beach. So there's a restaurant right on the beach. He sets up right at the restaurant every Saturday morning. And people come out and watch him do the show. He and his wife do the show. Oh. So when we were on the RV tour, we got to go sit in on his show for a few minutes. So that was fun. We talk about a nice office and a nice studio. I mean, it's right on the beach. It's beautiful.
Wow. And so they obviously have mics, but do they have speakers so the crowd can hear it too?
Well, the crowd can hear. I mean, they're sitting right there in the restaurant.
Okay.
So people are eating and then watching, and yeah. So, but it's become a thing now that his show, everybody knows, is Saturday morning, 9:00 at the beach.
Right.
So it's kind of cool.
So Glenn, I want to hear on a scale of 1 to 10, everybody who's watching this right now, I want you to type into the chat between 1 and 10. 1 means that you don't care about your download numbers at all. And if type 10, if you totally obsess about your download numbers and check it every 5 minutes. And of course, any number in between. How crazy do you monitor and worry about your own download numbers? So go ahead and type the number into the chat now. And so Glenn, what's the number for you, buddy?
Oh, well, I think anybody who's heard me speak at any of the podcasting conferences knows that I'm probably about a 2 or 3. I look at them once a month because I have to do reports for our affiliate shows and our hosts, but I don't obsess over them at all, actually. You know what we care about with the sponsors is that they're getting results. I don't care how many people we have listening as long as people are buying stuff. With our sponsors. And that's why they stick with us. We've had our retention rate for sponsors over 5 years is 70%. So 70% of our sponsors have been with us for more than 5 years. Well, they don't stay unless they're getting something, right?
Right.
And by the way, none of them have ever asked what my numbers are because they just care about results.
That is so... And see, wow. They're paying you a bunch of money year after year, and they've never really asked you, well, how many downloads do you get?
Of all my title sponsors out there, all the title sponsors and regular sponsors, they don't ask.
Wow. So Andre says 1. Brad Hargis from the Cinema Guys says 4. Alan Tepper says 4. Yeah, I think I'd be around a 3 or 4.
Brad, does Brad have sponsors with the Cinema Guys? Do you know?
I don't know. Brad, do you have sponsors? And by the way, on a scale of 1 to 10, this song is a 2. I skipped it. So Jason says 6, which I get because...
Yeah, he has sponsors, and he's answering to them all the time, I think.
Right, the Matt Talk Podcast Network.
Yeah. Jason, how many episodes are you up to now? I want to see if I'm still ahead of him.
Yeah, he said before. I think he said 2,200.
Oh, good. You got to get busy, Jason. What's wrong with you?
2,200.
See, I say that I'm not with him because he could deck me, but
I know he'll wrestle you down. He'll turn you into a pretzel.
I wrestled in high school and I sucked.
Really?
I was the worst.
Oh.
Yeah, I was terrible. I had the record for being pinned the fastest.
Wait, how long?
I think I probably still. It was like 8 seconds. The guy tripped me up and pinned me in like that fast, 8-10 seconds. I think it's probably still on the wall at the high school.
Wow. What high school?
Garden Spot High School in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
That's so funny because my brother in 8th grade, in front of the whole school, they had this wrestling tournament. My brother was an actual wrestler. The guy he was facing was not, and he pinned him in like, I think it was 8 or 9 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
I mean, the crowd just went nuts. It was, because that's pretty extreme.
I almost got killed we went into an inner city school, and these guys were huge. And it was very loud, and we were a little nervous because we're a country school, really country. And we're in the inner city now wrestling them. And I was getting beat like 12-0. I was getting killed. I spent most of the whole time on my back. There's like 15 seconds left, and I put the guy in his back, and I pin him with 1 second left.
Wow.
The place went berserk. I thought I was going to get knifed on the way out. I mean, They were throwing things at us. It was something.
Wow. That's awesome.
The coach is like, "Why'd you have to win that?"
Oh man.
He said that might not have been the best move.
Oh jeez. See, Jason Bryan says you can be on his show now because you were a wrestler.
Oh yeah,
See?
Jason, I sucked. Do you allow sucky wrestlers on your show?
Oh, he'd appreciate funny stories like that.
Yeah,
totally.
That's funny. I did not enjoy it. I can tell you that. I don't know why I did it.
Did you like because I know with wrestling, wrestling is known for the practices being really grueling and really tough. I
didn't like
okay with that?
No, I don't like any of it. I don't know why I did. My brothers did it, so I kind of felt pressure to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I couldn't play basketball. I was too uncoordinated for that. So, so man. Jason, I admire anybody that can actually wrestle well.
Right? Yeah, wrestling and, well, even now, like modern, like this with the jiu-jitsu, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu and all this stuff. There's a lot. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that if someone knows how to like wrestle or do jiu-jitsu, like where you can take care of yourself, where like you really never have to worry about getting beat up. I like that. I like the idea of that, but I'm not that kind of guy either.
Oh my God. Who's Restroom Bot? Or Reststream?
Restream.io.
Restream. Okay, thank you. It's hard to read here. You lived in Lancaster. You're absolutely right. It was J.P. McCaskey. They even picked the high school. That's exactly who it was.
That's Jason Bryant. He's commenting on...
Oh, that's Jason?
Yeah, he's commenting on Twitch.
Jason, you're absolutely right. That's who it was. It was. I guarantee you. That's exactly who it was. And they lined the walkway on the way out to the buses to swear at us, to throw things at us. It was bad. The rest of the team was mad at me because I won, because we were going to get killed on the way on the buses.
Wait, so your match was the last match? That means you were the heaviest weight?
I was, yeah, there was no heavyweight match that time, and I was like the second. I was up the top, and they were, it was not good. It was not good. Wow. The one time I win, and it was not good. But I can't believe he knew it was J.P. McCaskey. I cannot believe he knew that.
Wow.
That's so funny.
All right, everybody in the chat, I want you to type in what your favorite sport? What sport did you play when you were younger? Or what sport were you good at when you were a kid? Mine was baseball.
Oh, your buddy was state champ at Garden Spot. Oh, isn't a small world. Hey, can I address start to finish podcasting's comment? I choose not to have sponsors. The minute you get sponsors, you're no longer podcasting for yourself. You no longer work for yourself. I think it depends how you do that and how you set up the relationship with your sponsors. I mean, I still work for myself. I'm full time. I have to have sponsors to make a living. But I think it's all how you set up that, and it's how you set up the expectations with your sponsors and how you write the contracts. So it's all about expectation.
Right. Well said. Yeah. Yeah.
And you determine the expectation. I mean, you're the one that sets the expectation when you're talking to your sponsors. And we're very clear about, what they can expect and what they might see and how it all works. And I think that's why we have less trouble with sponsors than some people do.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, so when you have sponsors, yeah, you're choosing to have sponsors, and then you have a contract, and then you have to honor the contract and do your part of the contract.
I'll tell you one thing we've done over the years, and in the last couple of years we're doing a little different with our sponsors, is we're making them do more in the contract. So we actually now require them to promote the shows on their social media at all the episodes when they come out. So we're putting more things in that they have to do in the contract. And by the way, that's making them stay longer because now they're actively involved. And they feel a pride and ownership because if they're posting it every time, they kind of feel pride and ownership. So we're having the sponsors do more than they ever did in the past.
That is kind of brilliant. I mean, it's not brilliant in like a mathematical way, but just very, very good technique to get them involved.
Yeah, the more they're engaged, the more they're engaged, the longer they're going to stay.
Right, yeah. And they feel like they almost start to feel probably like it's not that it's their show, but that they're a part of the show.
Well, and you do kind of feel like it's your show because the listeners also feel like it's their show. I can't tell you how many listeners have said, "This is my show." This is they feel like they're part owner of it as well.
Right.
Yeah. And if you're really invested in a show and really invested in the hosts, you feel that way. You feel like they're friends, and that even though they never met you, you feel like you're their friend.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I pulled up netball here because Heather Welch from New Zealand said this was her sport.
Netball.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
It's like super tall basketball.
With no backboard, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's one, does it?
Yeah, no.
From the picture's small on my end. Huh, never heard of it. They play a version of this on horseback, too, and it's crazy.
On
the ball? Yeah, the ball has handles on it. It's a round ball like a basketball, but it has handles on it. So when it goes on the ground, they actually will bend all the way off, almost out of their saddles, and pick it up off the ground.
Oh, my God.
And while they're crashing into each other with the horses and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy to watch.
Wait, so you must have to train horses not to freak out, right?
Yeah, and they have to learn to crash into each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
And be okay with it.
Yeah, it's wild to watch.
Holy cow. All right, Brad Hargis says baseball. Andre says football. Andre.
Oh, it's like basketball, but you're not allowed to dribble the ball. You have to pass it. Oh, so there's no dribbling. You have to move it by passing it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Huh. Who knew?
There you go. Well, yeah, so I played baseball, and I was a pitcher. I love pitching. I had a really awesome curveball. That was my thing. I had a curveball that was ridiculous.
You look like a pitcher.
Especially in early, eighth and ninth grade kind of age. Oh my God, the hitters, they couldn't even hit it. It was great.
There was an interesting article. I hate to change this to podcasting, but there was an interesting article. I don't know if you read it about. This was in one of the. Let me see which Pod News it was. I think it was today. Yeah, it was today. It was an article why all podcast listeners are not the same and how listeners are different in each category, in different categories.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really interesting. And that's what, my listeners are certainly much different than other listeners because of the whole horse obsession thing. But yeah, it was interesting to see how different listeners are different. And I, if you take a look at the wrestling podcast, those people are kind of addicted to the sport too. So they're going to be a little bit different listener than somebody's listening that's really into the crime drama podcasts. Or it was just interesting if you take a look at that article, because I've always said podcast listeners are not the same across the board.
Right.
They listen differently depending on what their passion is.
Totally. Yeah, and it's so individual, right? The way, even just the act of listening, the way that fits into your life, and when you listen, right? It's different.
And you
for
tend
everybody.
to listen. Dave Jackson was talking about this. You tend to listen. Like I listen to Dave's show every Thursday morning, and I have the set time to listen to it. Or every Monday morning, rather. So I have a set time to listen to it. If it's not there, then if you think about it, it kind of screws up my day.
Yeah.
Because I have to find something else to listen to. But now I know I have to listen to Dave's show, and I have to get back to it. Well, I may not get back to it because of all the other things I plan to listen to on their certain days.
Right.
I may not get back to it the Thursday or Friday or miss that week altogether. And then I have to play catch up. So it's interesting about people and their expectations of when they listen and when they want to listen to your show.
Right.
Like our morning show, we know people listen when they clean the stalls or when they're driving or when they're, doing that, but they listen at the same time. It's a daily show. So they actually have to plan a time each day to listen. And
Right.
Usually it's the same time of the day. We've done surveys and they listen at the same time every day. So if our show's a little late coming out, it's usually out by noon, the recorded version. If it's 1 o'clock, I'll get it. I start getting messages. Where's the show? Where's the show?
Right.
Yeah. I just thought it was very interesting about when people listen.
Yeah. So the article, this is the article on the screen. I'll put it in the show notes as well, or the description. So do you, Glenn, with all your listeners, especially your hardcore faithful listeners, do you have like an email list, or do you do anything to sort of, gather them or speak to them?
Well, we have a super focus group because our Patreon, we have about 400 people. So we have about 400 people that donate to Patreon, and they have their own. One of their biggest benefits is they get their own private Facebook room, which is the most active Facebook room I've ever seen. And they become a family in there. Just today, one of our listeners, his mother died, and she posted it in that room. Nothing to do with horses. They talk about their lives. They talk about all kinds of things. They really, truly have become a family. But for me, it's also a great focus group because I can post in there, and I've got 400 people that'll make comments.
Got it.
And so I try not to abuse that. So I may post a question every week that I kind of want to know the answer to. And that might be about the guests. That might be about segments. That might be about, I asked how they found us in the first place, Horse Radio Network. And it was interesting. My answers talk about groups being different. 60% were searches on a podcast app.
Wow.
They searched horse on a podcast app. And most of them said, I found a different podcast, crime or serial or one of those. And then they said, well, I wonder if there's any podcasts about horses. So they search horse and we come up.
Right.
So and that's much different than you'll see the statistics out there that say usually it's 60% through word of mouth, where ours was 60% searching on a podcast app because we're a very niche thing. And I think that's different than a general type of podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so cool that you build your own community. Like that's one thing that, like, especially all these on like podcasting and websites and email lists and all this electronic stuff has really allowed people like you and me to sort of build these small communities. It's so cool.
I don't know how we would have done it otherwise.
Yeah.
MySpace wasn't set up for it.
Yeah, I mean, in the old days, you'd have like a local book club. You'd meet once a month or something.
When I owned an acting company, internet wasn't around. So we did everything by mailers thousands of letters mailed out, and tickets all had to be mailed. They had to mail their checks in. God, I think of how easy running the acting company and selling tickets would be now as opposed to what it was then.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything's easier now. We take that for granted. Just buying costumes was a pain. Where do you go?
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have the internet to look it up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So was there anything else in the news here?
Yeah.
Anything anybody want to ask about?
Yeah. Anybody have any questions? Maybe I didn't even say that today, but yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, let her rip. Barry, do you have any questions for me right now?
No way. You crazy?
All right. Well, dude, I'm just asking.
He's opinionated.
Barry, can you believe Glenn the Geek is on on the lounge with me this week?
Oh, forget it.
You got to use one of his sound bites that you never got to use before when I was on.
Yes. Well, no, it's not that I never used it, but it finally made sense.
Yes, it fit.
Yeah. So Barry, of course, Barry's over here. He's off camera, but he's right over here. Okay. Barry, what is Glenn the Geek gonna need in order to, continue his Horse Radio Network success? What is Glenn the Geek gonna need?
You're gonna need a couple of horses or a couple of mules.
That one was just made waiting for me to come on the show.
And what he was talking about, I think I mentioned this on the show, but he was talking about the settlers moving west across America and all they had to deal with and come up against and all this, and that's where that quote came from. Wow. So, the eldest bro is here. Barry, do you think the eldest bro is gonna hang out for a while?
Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
Oh, what do you mean? Of course he is. Okay. How do you sound? Bro, I can't hear you. How do I sound? Sound great.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I saw that and went, are we supposed to hear him?
I don't know. All right, what I think we should all do is submit, record audio and send it to Bandrew Scott from Podcastage. I mean, I just had to bring him up, that's all.
Well, I'm going to cut out of here.
All right.
Can I do that without crashing your system?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, it's easy. I'm telling you,
thanks for having me over.
Yeah, Ecamm Live and Skype, they go together really well. It's very easy. So, yeah, man, thanks for coming to hang out on the lounge. This has been awesome.
Fun. Yeah, it's fun.
So,
thanks, everybody. Jason, we need to talk. It's been a while. We need to talk, buddy.
Yeah.
Did he say is he coming to Podcast Movement? Did he say?
I don't know. I didn't catch that, Jason.
Hey, Mark. Mark just joined.
Oh, hey, Mark.
How are things in Atlanta? Up there?
Oh, I didn't see Mark.
Yeah. Izzy just joined.
Right.
Hi, Izzy.
Heather saying goodbye. Wait, where is that on?
I'm on Facebook now, I think.
Oh, you know what? I haven't been checking Facebook. Uh-oh.
I've gone between the two. I have them both open.
Oh, man. See, I'm sorry, Facebook.
That's the advantage to having like
Peeps.
5 screens.
Oh, my God. Gordon Firemark's here. Are you kidding? Brian Ensminger? Are you kidding? Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys.
Hey, Gordon. We need to talk. I haven't talked to you in forever.
Gordon. Brian's putting the kids to bed. All right, Glenn. Thanks, man.
I'm putting me to bed. Thanks everybody.
For hanging out. We'll see you soon, brother.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. All right. There it is. Now I gotta... Oh, there we go. That's me. And... Oh, that's not me. Look at that. Oh, that's from my Meditate with Chris. I thought it was... 9 and 5. That's it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, there's Jason. You're like 0 for 6. All right. Glenn the Geek from the Horse Radio Network. If you want to have some fun, check out his show, Horses in the Morning. It's every day, 9 to 10:30 Eastern, Monday through Friday. I always kind of want to stream that much, right? I always want to. I wish I could stream like every day. I think the best streamers, or the most popular, I think they do stream every day, but I don't know. I'd either have to wake up in the morning early or stream late every day. Right? Isn't that weird? If you were going to stream every day, this is a question I have for you. If I came to you and said, look, I'm going to give you $500,000 a year, but you have to stream every weekday, the same time every day, for 1 hour. Let's say it's a 1 hour stream. What is the 1 hour time slot you would stream every day? Maybe 5 to 6 in the morning. Well, that's really early, actually. Lunchtime, would you stream from 12 to 1? I don't know, but if you have a job or a business, that's hard, right? So when would you stream? Yes, the lounge. Happy you're here. What are you drinking? I got the watermelon Perrier. Dude. Where's Ralph M. Rivera? I'm hurt that he's not here. All right. Oh. See, I missed all these guys. Dave Jackson is here on Facebook. Are you kidding me? Barry, Dave Jackson's on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know. Dude. All right. Dave Jackson says 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Really, Dave Jackson? That's when you would go live? And your Central Time, I believe. Ralph who? Oh! Dave Jackson says, Ralph who? All right. You all know Dave Jackson's School of Podcasting, right? That's all you have to know, okay? If you don't know Dave, go to his site, listen to everything, buy everything, look at everything. Is that a good sales pitch? All right, Ralph who? Okay. Brad Hargis says 9 to 10 a.m. All right, 9 to 10 a.m. I think you're Central Time too. Right? Standing ovation for Dave Jackson? That's right. No, we need an atomic bomb for Dave Jackson. Here we go. That's it. You hear it at the end? Hey, do any of you guys watch isn't there a show called Chernobyl? Isn't there a show that's out called Chernobyl that people really like? I'm pretty sure there is. I think is it on HBO? I don't know. People are saying that's such a great show. Have any of you watched it? Oh, Dave Jackson is Eastern Time. That's right. I keep forgetting that, I think it's all of Ohio is Eastern, right? Yeah, Eastern Time. There you go. So, there you have it. Oh, Heather, you started watching Chernobyl? How was it? Oh, Dave Jackson says it's really good. Oh, that's cool. Hey, I almost didn't stream. See, Jason Bryant, you're here on Twitch. Dave Jackson and Brian Ensminger and Gordon Firemark are all here on Facebook, and everyone else is on YouTube. I was actually thinking over the past week that I might stop streaming everywhere but YouTube. I might only stream on YouTube. And I actually asked Bandrew, who just showed up. Bandrew, what's up?
That's a tongue twister right there.
That's not a tongue twister, Barry. His name's Bandrew. Okay? All right. Bandrew from Podcastage. What's up, man? Yeah, so I was thinking of only streaming on YouTube, but then I asked a few people if whatever, and then I thought, you know what, I'll just stream everywhere. I mean, The Podcasters Lounge is like, it's like a little baby right now. Here, let me show you what it's like. See, the Podcasters Lounge, it's like a little baby right now. It's like a little baby. Oh, Podcasters Lounge. Oh, how cute. Right? So, it's early. I think. I don't know. But who knows? If with a hack like me hosting this thing, I don't know. I don't know if it'll go anywhere. Barry, do you think this is going to go anywhere?
No way. You crazy?
Yeah. Okay, terrific. Oh, Jason says, problem with Restream is so many things to try to monitor, even though there's a centralized admin chat. Yeah, Restream has a centralized chat, which works really well, except for Facebook. For some reason, the Facebook chat doesn't show up in there, even though they say it's supposed to. And I put in a ticket several times. So, but anyway, Restream, other than that, works pretty good. Yep, Barry's here, and yeah, YouTube. Well, YouTube Live. Well, YouTube Hangouts. Oh, Hangouts on Air is going away, but it's becoming something else, I believe. Right? Because I looked this up. I'm like, is Hangouts really gonna go away? And then it's gonna. I think they're gonna call it something else, or maybe I'm wrong. Let's look at it. Google Hangouts is not shutting down, but the classic version is being replaced, and Google is not sharing when. All Hangouts users will be transitioned to Hangouts Chat and Hangouts Meet, just like enterprise users have been. Yeah, so I guess there's something called Hangouts Chat and Hangouts Meet. So yeah, the Hangouts as it is now is going away, but it's going to sort of morph into something else, I guess. Yeah, Jason, good point, man. You like Twitch because you can play it on your phone and have the screen off, whereas on YouTube or YouTube and Facebook, you have to have the screen on in order for the live stream to play. Great point. Yeah, you have to have YouTube Premium on YouTube with, well, yeah, was it YouTube Premium or YouTube Red or something, where if you pay, I think it's what, $10 a month, then you can play anything on YouTube and actually, turn off the screen of your phone and it'll keep playing. There you go. Dave Jackson in the house. Oh, YouTube Premium. It's so good. No ads. But it is $10 a month, right, Bandrew? Yeah. Well, Heather, I don't think any of them work really well if the user doesn't have great internet. Right? I think... Or is there oh, there's less delay on Twitch. Interesting. Oh, that does make... Well, yeah. I don't know. We need Bandrew to make a video about that. About the speed of live streams on Twitch versus YouTube. Come on. I can't spell. You guys seeing this? You see me trying to type? Isn't this pitiful? Oh my God. All right. Well, this is Bandrew's YouTube channel. You should all go subscribe. 112K. We need a grunt. We need something here. We need like a lightsaber.
Trust me, this man is on the money.
Trust me, this man is on the money. Right here. See this guy on the screen? Okay. Oh, podcast coach Dave. Oh, Dave Jackson now joining through Twitch. Awesome, dude. Right? There you go, brother. Hey, Dave, do you actually do any streaming on Twitch? Or do you just have an account to watch things? Oh, yeah. What else was I going to show you guys? Hey! Oh! Scarlet 2i2 has a 3rd gen unit that just came out. And I want to show you something. You ready? Dude. Yeah, so I'm going to try the 3rd gen. And we'll see how it works. But look who already did. Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Look who already did a video reviewing the entire Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 3rd gen. Okay?
Greetings, Earthlings. Today I'm back with...
Okay, there he is. Greetings, Earthlings. Okay, I'm going to put the link to that in the show notes. Good job with that video, too, Bandrew, because you hit on... Especially with the gain, I really like how you tested it, and you nailed it, what's happening with the gain compared to the 2nd gen versus the 3rd gen and all that. Yeah, baby. Yes, Eldest! I know the Eldest Bro is a faithful viewer / listener of Bandrew, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm going to test the 3rd gen. I'm actually going to bring it to Podcast Movement as well. Who here is going to Podcast Movement? Anyone? Bueller? Yeah, Podcast Movement's going to be pretty cool. Pretty psyched to be going there in about a month. Yes, with the links yeah, just check the doobly-doo to see what I diddly did. That's the great. Oh, and Bandrew, you did one recently. I don't know, maybe it was the Focusrite. No, it wasn't the Focusrite. It was something else. Oh, hold on, I gotta fast forward this song. I mean, or fast forward whatever that is. Is it a song? I don't know. No, like Bandrew, when you literally turned around. You took the box and you literally turned around and threw it hard out the door of the room. That was classic. I love that. That was really cool. Hey, Bandrew, how about NAB next April? Is that a possibility? Because you could drive there, dude. You don't even have to fly. Anyway, I guess it's not a secret, but it's way too early to announce. But remember at NAB when I did the Ask the Expert booth at the NAB, that they asked me to run that booth and all that? Well, they asked me again to do it next year, so we will be there doing it again next year, which will be awesome. Hopefully we can make it even cooler and more awesome. Yeah, I think that's it. I think this is the one. Yeah, the throw on your latest review. You know what? Can we watch it? Bandrew, are you gonna kill me?
Greetings, Earthlings, and a very warm welcome to all the new subscribers. Today I am back with a review of another handheld condenser microphone. Is a handheld condenser microphone. If you do want to pick this guy up, it will set you back around $700. Like always, I'll throw some links down below. And for this review, I have the microphone connected directly to the 18i20 doobly-doo to see what I did. Now let's talk about what comes in the box. I put a bit too much. First, you will get the...
And you fell out of your chair. That was the best part, too. Like, you literally fell... You threw yourself down. It was great. Oh, man. See, now that is, you talk about like signature moves. Like, okay, so I got, right? Like I got Barry, right? That's one of my signature moves.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right, it's awesome. That's a signature move. But that, you throw in the boxes, that's so cool. It's like, that's one of your signature moves. Ralph M. Rivera's signature move?
There's no activity, no giggle, no nothing.
Oh my God. All right. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Hey, Dave Jackson, do you ever play netball? Okay, terrific. Yeah. Anyway, Dave Jackson and Bandrew and anyone else who didn't answer before, what was your best sport when you were a kid growing up? Like, what sport did you do that you were the best at and that you liked the most? Oh, that throw was great, man. Classic. That throw needs to make the highlight reel and everything. Okay? So, oh yeah, smooth jazz, baby. Oh yeah. Is that what this song is? Oh yeah, marching band. There you go. That's serious, right? That's so cool. Like I was never in marching band, but I've been in bands before, and I've been on teams before, and like, isn't it so cool? Like when you, and I don't know what, I'm not showing anything on my screen, so I should. Isn't it cool? Like when you're on a team or you're part of a team and you're all working together, like just that feeling of being on a team with your comrades and your friends, and you're all, rowing in the same direction kind of thing, right? Isn't that a great feeling? I always love that. Like when you're in a band and you're, you're playing a gig and you finally get on stage and you start jamming, and it's like magic. All right, now I got to switch back because you guys are commenting. I'm going to just put this on the screen for a second. Yeah, marching band, dude. Oh, Bandrew was into football. Oh, and then you did marching band. Okay, and of course, football, you mean soccer, right? I'm assuming. Yeah. Oh, Brad doing channel surfing. Brad, I know. I can scroll up. You said baseball before. Do I have any footage of me playing in a band live? I don't think so. Some does exist. I don't think I have it. There was a video of one of the most classic shows we ever played. It was in 1992, and it was my hardcore band called Tread Chain, and we played in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and we went on fourth, and the headliner was up fifth, so we were right before the headliner, and we literally we started playing, the place went so crazy, they started breaking stuff, and they literally shut down the show. So, I mean, that's like the utmost praise you can give a hardcore band, is if the crowd freaks out so much that they start breaking stuff, and then the whole venue gets shut down, right? And the headline band never played. So that was it. We didn't even finish our set. It was just it was our greatest show ever. And there were a lot of people, and the mosh pit was nuts. Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. And we had a video, and I don't know where that video is. Maybe my friend Paulie still has it. I should ask him. And we started playing this one song, which was like just a ridiculous mosh. Like the beginning of the song was just so devastating. At every show we played, the crowd just went nuts. And I don't know, I didn't plan it, but what I did was I took a big drink of water and I kept it in my mouth because it was so hot in that place. Pretty much we all had our shirts off because it was so hot. It was in this big old VFW hall kind of place. And the song started, and it's right before it kicked in, I literally just aimed straight up in the air, and I spit out the water as hard as I could, and it literally went, this whole spray of water went, and the beat kicked in, and it was just like a perfect thing. And I didn't plan it either. But anyway, that was the best show we ever did. Yeah, it's like they were breaking like the doors, like some doors got broken, and people were getting knocked down, and the owner guy, or whoever was there running the place, this old guy, and we got this on video. The old guy came on stage while we're playing and started doing this, like, all right, that's it. And he, like, kind of grabbed one of my cymbals, and he, tapped the guitar player on the shoulder. Of course, we kept going, right, as long as we could. That happened in another show as well. Like, they actually turned the power off on another show because they wanted us to stop, but the place was going nuts, and they literally just cut the whole power, but my bass player was plugged into a different outlet, so the bass guitar was still going, and of course my drums were loud enough pretty much, so me and the bass player, we just kept going until it didn't make sense. Pretty cool. Anyway. Okay, terrific. All right. So, what else is going on in your lives? Did you guys, I told you before that I almost got killed on a mountain, right? I almost got electrocuted on Mount Bierstadt. What's the last mountain you climbed? All right, 7 miles round trip, 2,850 elevation gain, and I won't mention how long it took us, but it took us 10 hours and 23 minutes. All right, Bandrew says, one show we played in Texas where we were jumping off the walls and accidentally put a few holes in the wall. The next band put a foot on the monitor and they got shut down. Oh! Wow. That's so funny, dude. Wait, so Bandrew, do you have any video of you? Yeah, see, Dave Jackson, he did the Delicate Arch in Utah. Dude, I saw some of your pictures. That was just tremendous, man. That was so cool. And Utah is not far. And me and my wife, well, we haven't really gone there hiking or anything. Sorry, all of a sudden there's a woman singing. See, Dave Jackson and Bandrew and anyone else who was in a band, like if you have recordings of your music, so you should send them to me. As long as they're stream safe music, right? Because I'll play it. Why not? We'll sell some Dave Jackson albums. Come on. Hey, and guess what's this weekend in Denver? Wait, what is this weekend in Denver? It's that the podcast event. Oh my God. Yeah, the Outlier Podcast Festival. Yeah, Friday, July 19th to Saturday, July... Wait a minute. Wait, what? Is it really the... Anybody going to the Outlier Podcast Festival? I gotta check my calendar because I'm confused. I thought it was earlier than the 20th. I thought it was like the week before. Yeah, dude. I have it on my calendar for the 12th and the 13th. Yeah, the Outlier Podcast Festival. Is this last year or something? All right, I'm going to look up the website. Yeah, that was Austin. Wait, they don't have a website? All right, I'm really confused now. Oh, one of the Robs is going? Oh, one of the Robs. Oh, it took me a second to get that. Oh, wait, Dave sent me a link here. Hold on. I'm going to save this, dude. We're going to get into this right here. I want to find out about Outlier real quick. Wait. Don't they have one for Denver? I'm so confused. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the Can I click on it? RSVP? Oh, here it is. Yeah, see? I literally... Oh, I'm not even showing my screen. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Well, this is so weird, man. I literally had... I had the wrong dates blocked off in my calendar. I literally thought I was going to go to this thing this weekend. I was like 2 days from now, I was going to be going to Denver to go to this event. And all of a sudden now it's happening the next week. Really? They must have switched it? I don't know. All right, I'm going to switch back. Yeah, so here it is. The Savoy at Curtis Park in Denver. Oh, wait, here's the... Yeah, Friday, July 19th and Saturday, July 20th. I didn't even buy a ticket. I guess I should buy a ticket, huh? All right, we're going to get into Dave Jackson. I really quickly want to check the Bitcoin prices. Down to 11.9. Okay. All right, you ready for this, everybody? So I guess since Dave sent it, he's giving me permission to play it. Jammin' Dave Jackson on the top. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Wow. Dude, wow. See, I just felt like fading it, and then but the video actually faded. So, dude, holy S. Holy wow. Right? I don't even know what to say. I'm a little, speechless. Wait, thesugardaddies.com. Dave, is this your band? Oh, yeah. Jammin' Dave Jackson of the band The Sugar Daddies and the podcast The Musician's Cooler. Is that podcast still going? Shows how he got the nickname Jammin' Dave. Dude. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, man. Hey, do you guys watch these guys, Lost in Vegas? I know I talked about them a long time ago.
Ryan's probably the more level.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Lost in Vegas. I don't know if you guys ever watch any of these guys review songs and stuff. Yeah, I love these guys. They do a bunch of metal, and it's cool, man. They're pretty funny. So, wow. All right. Dave Jackson, that's it. Now, Bandrew, that's a high bar for you, okay? You know, I don't think there's any video of me playing any. I don't have any, especially not on YouTube. All right, I'm going to start the musica. All right. All right, what are y'all drinking? I'm still drinking my Perrier. I'm drinking it slow so I don't burp on you. Wow. All right, so I'm going to go to Outlier. One of the Robs is going. All right, that's cool. Should buy my ticket. I think they're selling booths and stuff too. Like, and I don't know how many people are going to be there. But it's downtown Denver. That's so weird, though. I messed up the scheduling of it. So, have any of you heard the Dan Carlin's 3-part series called Kings of Kings? Whoa, there's a video playing. What? All right, Kings of Kings. It's actually 3 episodes. I don't know why. Can I stop this video or what? No? All right, it's not bothering me. Anyway, Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, Kings of Kings. Actually, I think if you just subscribe to his show, Hardcore History, and just scroll back to the older episodes, you'll see there's 3 of these. And they're each like, well, one of them's like 3.5 hours, the other one's like 4 hours, and the other one's like 5 hours. Okay, Bandrew. I understand, brother. I understand. Oh, Dave Jackson's drinking water. Oh, yeah, dude. I saw your Facebook post. You were in Pittsburgh for 3 days, and you came home, and your apartment was just an oven. Yeah, dude. Like, right? That's all you can do, man. I mean, I don't know. How can you really live without air conditioning, right? In a lot of places, right? Isn't that weird? Like, think about that. What if air conditioning just poof disappeared from the earth? Think about that. A lot of people would die, right? Anyway, this 3-part series he did, I'm finishing it up. I got like an hour left to go. And he's just now getting to Alexander the Great. But there's a lot that came before that. It's very interesting. Well, obviously, pretty much everything Dan Carlin does is interesting, right? Because he takes his time and he does it right. And I also love the fact that he very often reminds us that he's not a historian, right? He's not, an official historian, right? He's just a lover of history. And I love that, right? And so what do you guys think about that? Dan Carlin, not a historian, but he does a podcast on history, and it's one of the most popular podcasts on the planet. But line up 10 of the best historians in the world, and I bet none of them have a podcast that has more listeners than Dan Carlin, right? Think about that. What does that say? Oh, you're going to share something, Bandrew? Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, Bandrew, one thing you do in your videos, sometimes a lot of times you'll play guitars and like you'll overdub guitars and you'll sing. That's pretty cool, man. That's a really cool. Yeah, you make good videos, man. That's why I'm going to start doing like weekly. I'm going to start doing weekly YouTube videos. But like, I don't know. I know I can do it, but the thing is, they're not going to be nearly as good as other people's videos. But I'm still going to do it. I'm not worried about And I know it's not a competition, so I'm just going to do it. But Joe Rogan, yeah. Well, Joe Rogan, yeah, his show's all over the place. But yeah, of course, his show is definitely more popular than Hardcore History, right? Well, they're so different, right? Hardcore History has like one episode every 8 months, it seems. But Joe Rogan does what? 3 episodes a week, and they're each 3 hours long. So like 9 hours a week. I think, what do you guys think of, like, what do you guys think of that strategy of, you know, let's say you do like me, I do a show, it's 1 hour every week. And actually these days, because every other week is a Daily Goodie episode, it's usually like 35 or 40 minutes. But, oh yeah, it did go through Bandrew. But here's the thing. And Dave Jackson, you might know the answer to this better than anybody, but if you do a show, let's say it's an hour a week, you do a show. Every week, 1 hour show. If you double that, does that help grow your show? I mean, I know your downloads will kind of double, right? If everybody who's listening to 1 listens to 2, then your download numbers will double. But does it help to build your show? I guess for streaming, the answer would be yes, right? The more you stream, the better it is. All right, we're going to click this link here. All right, hold on. We got to figure out what this is, okay? Must love karate. Everyone wants to be like Every Time I Die. Okay? This is an original metal song. Oh, cool. And then you have the ladies of sci-fi. Oh boy, up next. All right, well. All right, so I'm going to watch this as, oh yeah, turn off the music. Thank you. Sorry, dude. By the way, Dave, I struggle with playing music in the background. Like, I would love to play cool music in the background, but I can't find any. I literally can't find any. I don't know what to do. I'm a poor streamer, okay? Turn off the music. Do young people even know what music is? All right, here we go. free to grunt along. Ah, dude. Wait, oh, man. That was cool, dude. Wow. That was pretty sick, man. Great job. Right? It's like, wow. Yeah, standing ovation, please. Wow. All right. Man, and so did you ever think about singing on that, Bandrew? I saw Brad Hargis's name, and I'm like, and then for some reason I imagined Brad Hargis singing on top of that. That'd be right. That'd be cool. We should force people to sing on songs that they don't want to sing on this stream, right? No? All right, maybe not. Yeah, the breakdown was sick. Like that, yeah. The whole crowd just got leveled at that point, right? That's when you got to watch out, right? You ever go to a show and you're at the show and it's great and it's, moshing and stuff, and then the breakdown happens and like you just like you're in a bad spot and like you just got to like seek safety, right? Ever been in that spot? Oh my God. Oh, the Cookie Monster screams. Yeah, see, Brad? Growl. All right. So I want everyone after the stream. Oh, wait. Heather says you used to do music Twitch streams, Bandrew. What did you used to do on Twitch? You just play music? Or play recordings or something? Oh, yeah. Let's turn on the music. Let's turn on the music. Right? Yeah, that one's... All right. See, that was 5 minutes and 51 seconds of boredom, so I just gave it the thumbs down. Okay? Oh, here we go. This ain't no Bandrew Scott song. This ain't no Dave Jackson solo. Please. I don't know what it is. Hail pizza, eat Satan. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Wow, what a lounge. Right? When's the last time you attended a lounge like this? Hey, did you guys know I was a guest on this show called Pod Lords? With Jim Harold? This was pretty cool. It just came out. Oh, yeah, Bandrew, you said you heard it. That's cool. Thanks, man, for your kind words. But it was pretty cool. And I think, Dave, weren't you a guest on his show, too? Probably were, because I think he was trying to get, like, all the big guys. Of course, I'm not a big guy. I'm a small guy. But, Dave Jackson, come on. So, all right. Well, what we were looking at some news before. Yeah, and Glenn the Geek was on the stream in the beginning of this stream. I don't know if you guys saw Glenn the Geek. We had a nice time hanging out for like 45 minutes. Glenn the Geek's awesome, man. He the Horse Radio Network, Horses in the Morning. That's his everyday show. And man, he's just, it's like you want to model people who are successful. Like, hello, Glenn the Geek. Oh, Dave's cranking it up, Andrew. Okay. Hey, I wanted to ask you guys something. One thing I thought about doing on the stream is, and maybe I should do it right now, right? Maybe we can have a little fun right now. My idea was to go to download audio from a popular podcast. Like let's say the Serial podcast. Or maybe if I do this one, I'll get in trouble. What? Oh, season 3. Oh, boy. They should have a link. On top, it should say, link to season 1. Right? All right. Here we go. So, my idea was to... Oh, look. Download. See? I'm doing it right in front of your eyes here. Look at this. All right. Now you guys are going to see my hard drive. No? Let's just save it there. All right. Close enough for rock and roll. Okay? And what I wanted to do was open up the file. Oh, as you see my hard drive. I want to open the file. Actually, I want to open it in RX-7. And I wanted to look at it. And I wanted to listen to it. And I wanted to, what's the word? I wanted to not critique it. Yeah, maybe critique it or just evaluate it. So my question is, if I press play and we start like just, spot checking this Serial episode, listening to little bits of it, right? We're not going to listen to the entire episode, but I just want to look at it. And well, first of all, I'm looking at it now. Look how much you can see. Some of the levels high, some doesn't seem as high. Anyway, I wanted to evaluate popular shows' audio. And I need your help with this. I want to know if you think this is a good idea or if I'll actually get in trouble doing this. I mean, right? I mean, and I'm not looking to critique it and bash it and say how bad it sounds. Like, I'm not looking to do that at all. Like, I'll be nice, I'll be gentle, but I just want to observe and I want to evaluate. I don't know. Maybe it's a dumb idea. I'm getting crickets. Where's my crickets? Barry, do you think I should do this?
There's no activity, no giggle, no nothing.
I know, there's nothing in the chat right now. There's nothing, all right? But we can zoom in on this Serial audio. I don't know if I should play it. Okay, thank you, Bandrew. I think that it would be super interesting. Someone just suggested I do this too. Oh, really? I think maybe if people submit their podcast to you, that could avoid any feedback. Oh, I see. Well, in theory, you are somewhat in the realm of fair use, Dave. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I thought, you know how, like, if you're like reporting like news, like you can take a clip, like let's say there's a video on YouTube that's like Fox News, and you can clip out a minute of that and you can use it in your video if you're commenting on it and you're commenting on it as news, right? I believe you can use things that way, right? Or am I wrong? Because I think you can. And if that's true, if you can use it that way, like use video that way, then I would think you could take audio like this and do the same thing. Just show it on the screen, listen to it, comment on it. I don't see how it's different than commenting on a video. I mean, you got all these guys doing reaction videos to music, right? And you got reaction videos to comedians. Like, all these people do reaction videos to these Bill Burr on stage, and they play the video in their video, and then they comment on it, and then they have fun. It's great fun, right? So what's the difference between all that and what I'm doing right here? Like opening up an episode of Serial and looking at it and maybe listening to small bits and evaluating it and commenting on it. I don't know. I don't even know who I would ask about this. Gordon Firemark! Is he still on Facebook? Gordon! Please help! All right, anyway. Well, one thing we can do without even... yeah, it looks like they rolled off the high frequencies above 16 or 17K, right? But we can check the loudness. That's one thing we can do and not get in trouble for, right? Or am I wrong? I didn't put reaction audio in the title. That's right. I should do it. Me and Bandrew should both do it. Dueling YouTube channels. Of course, that's not a fair fight. All right, it's still computing the loudness stats. Oh, I should have had you guys guess. All right. Sorry about that. But what do you think about this? Minus 20.1 LUFS. And it's a mono file, and it's minus 20.1 LUFS, and the true peak is 0. So Paul Figiani would not like this at all. Oh, not like this. Right? I don't know. I don't even know who to ask about this. Anyway, I'm not going to do it right here. But I would love to. I don't know. I would just love to do it. And now there's rapping. Okay, terrific. All I want is like some, Mitch Ray on YouTube. He yeah. Actually, it's one of my I'm subscribed, so anyway, this is Mitch TA with Mr. Ray. Mitch Ray, excuse me. And anyway, he does a really cool stream, and yeah, I always I see what he's doing, and I would love to do what he's doing. Half the audio in Audible, I have to turn my earbuds up all the way if I'm walking around outside. Drives me nuts. Yeah. And you know what I figured out recently? I don't know if I ever said anything, but because my show these days. Oh, look, I'm showing my hard drive. I probably shouldn't do this, right? Anyway, here's my show. And look, wait, what was my last episode? 138. Yeah. Look. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh, now you got it. See, the Podcast Engineering Show, episode 138. Chris's Goodie Bag. .m4a, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I'm covering the... All right. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Dave Jackson. Yeah, good one, brother. Oh, yeah. That actually happened. This one guy who I almost went into business with. Well, no, I did go into business with him. And he screwed me really bad. Anyway, one day he was in my studio. And he brought his laptop because we were going to do something and make notes and something. And he opened up his laptop and you know what popped up on the screen. And he was like, oh. And he got rid of it, and he said, oh, sorry about that. Okay, terrific. Yes, M4A. All right, what are you guys talking about? The IEMs? Is this an IEM? Is this the one you're talking about? No. Oh, God. Looks like some ridiculous political thing. In-ear monitors? IEM earphones? All right. Anyway. Wait, why is my... Okay, never mind. I'll leave it. Yeah, in-ear monitors. I get it. That's what IEM means. See, I'm not a live sound guy, right? That proves it. But I never claimed to be a live sound guy. And I actually, when I was playing live and all that, we never had in-ear monitors. I've literally never used in-ear monitors playing live ever. But apparently you can get them custom fit, right? Or do you always have to get them custom fit? right? Or I don't know. Oh yeah. All right. So what's Bitcoin doing? Right? Anybody own crypto here? Anybody? Bueller? Okay, let's check pod news from the other day. The Infinite Dial. Man, those people at the Infinite Dial never stop, man. Every week they're giving presentations. Mike Wilkerson is here. We actually have audio from earlier of Barry. I asked Barry earlier, did he think that Mike Wilkerson is going to be here this evening? And this is what Barry said.
Nah, it ain't going to happen.
So, Barry, you were wrong, right?
It's a mess.
Yeah, you were wrong. Okay, he was wrong. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Mike, you got crypto? Oh, cool. Yeah, hey, so do you watch TA with Mitch Ray? This YouTube channel with Mitch Ray? It's awesome, dude. New studio custom countertop has arrived. Oh my God, dude, we need pictures. We need video. We need audio. Bandrew does not own crypto. He doesn't trust it. Okay. Researching negative interest rates earlier. Pretty crazy stuff. Oh, finances. Yeah, I'm not all into that. All I know is that Dave Jackson has to go unpack and take a shower and go to bed. All right, Dave Jackson. Thanks for hanging with us, brother. Really appreciate it, man. Everyone go listen to School of Podcasting. Yeah. So see you, brother. So yeah, crypto. Well, yeah. Wait, what did you say, Bandrew? You said, oh, you don't trust it. Yeah, yeah. So here's the thing. I produce a show called Unchained, and it's all about crypto and blockchain and all that. And it's all very interesting. And there's a lot of a lot of companies putting a lot of money into it. And it's, there are some really legitimate real world uses of cryptocurrency, and it's all still being developed. But yeah, and most of it, like a lot of it, especially like a year and a half ago and 2 years ago a year and a half ago, a lot of scammy stuff, for sure. But like I've been learning about like what companies are real and what real projects are and real founders, and anyway, it's interesting, and I'm not investing like a lot of money in it, right? I'm just sort of like buying a little crypto because of what's happening. The value's going up and up and up, and I'm just gonna hang on to it for years. I mean, Bitcoin, for instance, used to be, when it first started, it was what, like $10-20 for a Bitcoin, right? Maybe less. I don't even know. But if you bought Bitcoin like 8 years ago, now one Bitcoin is worth $11,950. So, all right, Brad Hargis, peace out, dude. Adios. Someday I'm gonna do a marathon stream, you guys. Maybe. I think in the streaming world, a marathon stream is 4 hours or more, I believe. Is that true? Can we fact check that? Anyone? Okay. So anyway, someday I'll do a long 4 hour plus stream. Yeah, marathon stream. And also I want to stream on other days too, so that should be fun. All right, so what else was in the news? Oh, Castbox. Okay. Castbox. All right, remember they had all those problems when they were actually like mirroring everybody's feed URLs? And so everyone had duplicate, RSS feeds and just nonsense, right? So then they undid it all. I don't even know if they cleaned it up completely, but whatever. They claim to have 3 million daily users. CEO Renee Wang, in a TV interview on Bloomberg, said they have 3 million daily users. And the company has no Chinese users, right? Because as you know, actually China just cracked down on a bunch of their podcasting companies. Like, shut them down. Like, hello, this is a communist country, and I know you have a business and all, that's great, and good for you, but no, we're shutting you down right now. Thank you. Drive through. You just said, you could stream through CastBox, right? People can stream live audio through the CastBox app, right? Is that true, Bandrew? I think. So have you done it, is the question. Has anyone streamed live through the CastBox app? That's a lot of users, though, and none of them being Chinese. That's the thing, right? I mean, for instance, Himalaya in China, we know, is huge. And most of it's like, audio training and audio books and other things like that. It's not actually like podcasts as we know them. I'm so sorry about this music. This is like the 4th track in a row I'm fast forwarding. Oh, you guys all tried CastBox. All right. Cool. So are any of you switching to CastBox as your main podcast app? That's the question. Oh, you like that song? Oh my God, dude. I'm sorry. God. Oh my God. All right, anyway. Okay, PodFund has invested in podcast. Anyway, does any of this news really float your boat? It doesn't really do much for me. But Spotify has signed a deal with Kevin Bacon. Oh, man. Oh, first you're going to try Anchor, and then you thought you'd try MySpace audio. All right. Oh, God. MySpace is making a comeback. That's not real, is it? Wait, hold on. Is this really making a comeback? Makes the degrees of bacon larger. Yes. See, MySpace is still around. This is amazing. But is it more like a dating site now or just whatever? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Who is that? Oh, boy. Do any of you follow, like, the pop culture news and stuff? Like, not politics, like the what do you call that kind of news that's like celebrity news, I guess, like the gossip celebrity news? You guys, any of you follow it? All right, jeez, what was I looking at? I'm getting confused. I'm approaching 2 hours of a live stream, and some of it was with Glenn the Geek. All right, Kevin Bacon, okay? Are you going to listen? You don't follow news, period? Yeah, I don't either. My wife, sort of follows the news. Well, I see some news, on YouTube. For instance, every now and then I'll watch, some Ben Shapiro. He might be the only guy. Well, Jordan Peterson, but he doesn't talk about news. But I'll just watch some things, because it's so ridiculous, and it's like, oh my God. Like all the July 4th stuff, like that, it was just crazy. It's ridiculousness. So yeah. Omni Studios hiring, okay? Okay. All right. Name a podcast. Name a podcast that you started listening to recently. I'm going to name one because I just listened to an episode today. And it's very interesting. It's called Darknet Diaries. Okay, Darknet Diaries podcast. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. This guy, it's all about like hacking and break, like these companies that hire people to test their security. So like to break in and hack their system. So they do. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Bandrew stays on top of political news. Seems like politics impacts creators. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Who was that? Oh, the clip you played on your show, Bandrew, was crazy. That old woman politician who, her voice was so shaky and weak, man. That was like, it's like she was trying to yell, but she was just like old and shaky and weak. I felt kind of bad, actually. You know what I mean? Anyway, I listened to this episode today, episode 42, which was pretty cool. It's 3 different little mini stories kind of thing. Neil deGrasse Tyson with Josh Clark from the End of the World podcast. Oh, this is it right here. Right now in the End of the World. Okay. Is it episode 10? The End of the World. Okay. Looks pretty interesting. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. MySpace. All right. Who here has a MySpace account? I used to have one, and I never officially shut it down. So does that mean I should be able to log in? Imagine if I could. I mean, literally, it's been since 2003. It's been 16 years. Do you think I could still log into MySpace? Oh, this is the one. Here we go. The End of the World. Wow, this website scrolls so slowly. Oh, the Chernobyl. Wait, Chernobyl has a pod? Like a sidecar podcast kind of thing? Oh, really, Bandrew? You still had your old account there? Dude, you should have left it up. I'm sure there were some good pictures. Good music. Remember? Do they still let you post music? Like, remember you could have like a band page or something? Oh, man. Anyway, should we all move over to MySpace and just start hanging out there? Yes, that's true, Mike. It's not... I'm the one scrolling, not the web page. Billie Eilish. Okay. All right. Do you like this song? Or can I fast forward? All right, I'll leave it. It's kind of, you know, it's okay. Well, this has been awesome. you guys. We're coming up on 2 hours. And this is the Podcasters Lounge. I mean, I really appreciate you all hanging out. I mean, I hope you had fun. I hope this is like a good thing. I don't know. Yes, Mike, it's already over. It's over, Johnny. It's over. Nothing is over. You just don't turn it off. So yeah. So again, if you think there's anything I can do better on the Podcasters Lounge. All right. Yeah, now I gotta. Sorry. Thank you, Heather. All right, you know what? I'm going to turn off the music. You know why? And Banju says, thank you. This was a lot of fun. Let me go back so you could see all the comments. Yes, it's almost over. Thank you all for hanging out. Seriously, if there's anything I can do different and better, you got to let me know. If you think it's okay, for instance, for me to play some popular podcasts and not get sued, let me know. Obviously Podcast Engineering School, yay, it's my school, and all that, and what, I don't even know what to show on the screen. You know what? I'm done. We're done. Yeah, the eldest bro, so are you going to start one or not? I mean, it's a yes/no question. All right, Andre, thanks, man. Thank you, everybody. Let's go out. Let's go out properly. Barry, how much energy should we use on the outro of the Podcasters Lounge right now? How much of my physical energy should I use?
190%.
Dude. He wants to go. All right. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for hanging out in the Podcasters Lounge. If you want to invite anyone, any of your friends, tell them about the lounge. If there's anything I can help you with, let me know. I'll help you. Thank you for being here. Really appreciated it. All the links of everything we looked at on the screen are in the show notes or the description or whatever, however you say it, in video. So thanks, everybody. We'll see ya.